Welcome to Popup Chinese. I'm Brendan.
Hi, 大家好，我是 Echo.
And today we've got a pinyin practice with one of these sounds in Chinese that's really hard for people when they're just starting out.
没错。
And that sound is
月
Now in pinyin that's spelled with a U with an umlaut over it and an E.
月
There are several syllables that end this way, that rhyme with this. And we're going to go over them in order of easiest to hardest for beginners. Now the first one is
月
that's a Y, U, and an E.
月
Now Echo's just said that with the fourth tone, which is a falling tone.
月
Let's hear it with a first tone.
月
The first tone is a high level tone.
月
The second tone, which is a rising tone.
月
The third tone, which is the dipping tone.
月
And the fourth tone, which is a falling tone.
月
Now the way you make this sound is by rounding your lips, raising your tongue to about the middle of your mouth, kind of like you're going to whistle,
Right.
and saying,
月
give it a try.
月
Let's hear some other words that rhyme with this, that end the same way. The next one is
缺
that is a Q, a U, and an E.
缺
Another syllable with this rhyme is
绝
that's a J, a U, and an E.
绝
Now let's hear J-U-E in all four tones.
绝
Now you've probably come across the next syllable we're going to take a look at. It's an X, a U, and an E. And when you say this with the second tone,
学
it means to study or to learn.
学
Let's hear this syllable with all four tones.
学
The next syllable is N, U with an umlaut, and E. Now this sound doesn't actually occur very often, but we're going to give it to you just the same.
Right. 女
Now when we were recording, Echo said this sounded really weird to her, because actually you only ever hear this syllable in the fourth tone.
女
But we made her do it in all four tones, partly because we like making her uncomfortable, and partly because it is good practice to hear this rhyme in all four tones.
Right, because it's getting harder.
Yeah. This is almost the hardest syllable to pronounce for learners. But
But
there's
we
one
still
more.
got one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the really hard one. It takes some practice. But if you can familiarize yourself with this sound, the U-E sound,
月
you'll be able to produce this syllable in, well, maybe not no time, but in a pretty short amount of time. This last syllable, the hardest one, is,
略
that is an L, a U with an umlaut, and an E.
略
Let's hear this in all four tones.
略
Now you may have noticed that some of these syllables have got a U with an umlaut, and some do not.
Right.
The reason is that when you have a pinyin syllable beginning with the consonants X, Q, or J, that is always going to lead into one of these sorts of vowels, something that's pronounced kind of high up in the mouth and towards the front, like
鱼
or.
一
With Y, this also usually happens, and whenever you have a Y and a U, or a Y, a U, and an E, it's the same vowel sound.
Right.
However, with L and N, you can have syllables like
乌
or.
玉
The only way you can distinguish between these two, the only way you can tell whether you're supposed to say 路 or 绿
right.
is to look for those dots on top of the U. If they're there, this is the sound you need to make.
Yeah, at those two little points.
Yeah. Let's review with some words using these syllables. The word for moon.
月亮月亮
Next, we have the word flaw.
缺点
That's a Q, a U, and an E.
缺点
Next, we've got to feel.
觉得觉得 This is J-U-E.
Yeah. Then we've got one you've probably come across by now. It's to learn or to study.
学习学习
Now for N, like we said, this only ever occurs with the fourth tone. There aren't that many words using it, but we have the word to abuse.
虐待虐待
And finally, for the really hard one, for L-U-E, we have to leave out.
省略省略
If you keep practicing, you'll get the hang of this in almost no time at all.
没错
And if you have any questions or comments,
You can always write to me at echo@popupchinese.com or leave your comments on the site.
from Beijing, I'm Brendan.
我是 Echo,
Good luck.
下次见。